just got in a gorgeous new clematis, and if you've never seen these flowers, they're just beautiful. This is kind of a lavender, and it's got a fun little center here, but this stem is so beautifully wired. I get so overly excited about things that are wired so nicely, because when they are wired so good, you can just create this amazing drama. Now, if you're in design school, we recently worked with some tulips that had killer wire in there, and these are similar. And look at these. They have a real touch greenery on them, so they are gorgeous. That's right. Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Ramona. Hello, Wendy. Hey, Margaret. It is a Monday Night Live. We're going to party. We're going to party together, of course, with flowers. So these are going to be our main focal point for this design today, and I love it. We got this in a few colors, but we're using the lavender tonight, I believe, the lavender. So we're going to play with that in just a second. But let's go ahead and get started on this wreath. I'm going to get a hanger on here at the top, just so I don't have to come back and put that on. If you've never put a hanger on with us, it's just simple. On our design today, this side of the wreath's going to show, so do look at your wreath. You don't want it looking all crummy over here. Now, I'm one of those people who doesn't worry about what's in there. I love nature. I love things looking natural. So I love that this grapevine grabs some pine needles and it's holding on to it. It doesn't bother me at all. Okay. So let me flip this around and let's go rock it and put that hanger right here at the top. Hello, Darla. Great to see you here. Yeah, if you guys got the text, let us know for sure. And make sure you read your text so you can let us know what is going on and what's happening. We would love to say hello and hang out together. Y'all, we're getting a big rainstorm here. I don't know how everybody else's weather is. For some reason, that just wanted to hide under there. But man, the rain is coming down. But it's nice. We kind of need it. We totally need it. So I'm going to bring these around the back and just give these a little twist, and we'll have that come up. Hello, Shirley. Great to see you. I'm glad you can hang out with us. We're going to play with flowers. Okay, I got a nice little hanger on the back here, and that's good to go. Of course, I hit my sign. Like 2 seconds in, I hit my sign. Take her in. All right, that is in. Now, I've been dying to use some of this bush. It has got the drama. It's one of the greeneries that hangs. So let's take and let's have a little bit of that going down here, coming down off the wreath. Let's do that. Hello, Melissa. You got rain too? Oh my gosh, right? Hi, Jennifer. Howdy. Good to see you too, Jennifer. So let's have, I'm going to cut off a couple pieces. Let's have a little drama. We're not saving the drama for your mama. You can make the drama for your mama. Am I the drama? Probably, guys. Probably you are the drama. We're going to need some Spanish moss. I'm going to pull a little bit of that out here. Get my bucket ready to roll. Okay. You're getting rain in New Braunfels. I get it, too. Sheila, you're getting some in West Virginia. Oh, my gosh. Let me turn down my glue. I heated it up a little bit much to melt all my glue spaghetti in there, and now I gotta get it under control. Get that under control over here. Let's bring it down. Hello! Thanks, Marie. Good to see you. You're coming from where? Oh, Victoria. Nice. I'm actually in Sugarland, so we're not far. We're just about an hour. Millennia. This grapevine came from Decor Exchange, so if you need a affiliate link for them, we can get you one. But you can get them anywhere you like to get your grapevines. I get them from Damon and Parker over at Decor Exchange. Now this one I'm going to cut into 2 pieces, and we're going to use it kind of flowing down that bottom. I'm going to get this very dramatic. How are you doing, Mary? Great to see you. Let's come up a little higher here. Push that one in. Yeah. Hey, Michelle. We got a couple of pieces coming down. Hi, Audria. Good to see you. I hope you're doing okay. Okay. Nicole, could you give her our affiliate link for Decor Exchange so we could she could grab her some wreaths? All right, I'm gonna pop this in up here. Hello, Lori. Okay, so I'm kind of filling that in. I'm letting this piece be the real full drama. Now, let's do the same thing up here. Let's get a couple pieces and let the drama flow down this way. Oh, Robbie, you need the rain up there. I understand. I know, we really haven't had a lot here too. Yeah, you can use my affiliate for the Easy Bow Maker right there, and that'll work for anything you purchase. That will totally work. Hey, Mary Lou. Oh, the rain's coming Monday, huh? Good. I'm glad some's coming. Guys, I'm just breaking that down into 3 sections, and I'm going to let this kind of flow. You can see when we put the greenery in the back, we call that greening out the base. And this time we're using some that's kind of floppy, and that is so fun to use because it adds drama. Oh, you haven't got the text yet? Hopefully it's coming. We send out the text, but it's up to your service providers as to when they're giving out. We do our part. That's all we can do. We'll put this one in here. I want that one to kind of come down a little bit more that way. And I'm going to cover up that glue. We don't want to see any of the work. Okay, that looks fun. Now let's go up a little bit higher into here. Shoot this piece up a little bit. This piece has more of the wiry part. I like that. Now, if you were watching the live sale on Wednesday, we always have live sales on Wednesdays. We had a new ivy, and I want to show you a little bit of this guy. Because he's a mini leaf. And these are so fun to use as little accent pieces. So we're going to play with this one. I'm going to take and cut a couple pieces out of here. And this is nicely wired, and it's a little bit darker greenery. Oops, the grapevine did its job and yanked off a piece. So I like the contrast of the colors, and so it'll help those 2 pieces show off a little bit. Let me put this little piece in here. Okay. Let me cut off one more. Monica, we'll have a supply list for the whole thing. You know, we'll text it out for you. And if you're in design school, your video is uploading right now. So when it's ready, we're going to text you that too. All right. I want this piece to kind of come down and just follow along the edge of the wreath over here. And we're doing all this. We're creating this gorgeous bed for this clematis to lay in and go right over. It's going to be gorgeous. Put that one right. Oh, isn't that fun? Hello, Anita. How are you doing? You guys, have y'all had a good start to your week? I hope you have. I hope you're gearing up for the end of the month here, and you're getting all the things done, creating and having some fun. You guys got to make time for yourselves to create. Some of you might just be creating because you do it for income, but take some time to make something for yourself. Okay, we've got this just beautifully laid out. And I'm leaving this open because we're going to put the clematis in, and then I'm going to kind of build behind. Because it has a greenery on it, and we don't have to add too much. Hey, Melanie! You hope we had a great vacation. You're so sweet. We sure did. It was lovely, lovely, lovely. We had a very nice vacation. And I'm so thankful our warehouse team is doing great. They were able to keep the orders going out and moving smoothly. And the subscription boxes are all on the way. Y'all, you may be able to snag a greenery box if you get one today. If you didn't get a greenery box and you want to grab one, we might have just a couple available. Let me know in the comments. This is the clematis we're talking about. So it's just got this great movement and motion. Oh my God, it makes me so happy to see it. Is literally so fun. And I'm going to give it a bit of a bend. We're going to come out to the side here. Y'all, we're going to layer this piece. I want that greenery to be longer. See how it's coming down? But I just want this to be right on top. So let's cut this. I'm going to leave the stem a little bit long, maybe like 4 inches, and we'll put it in. Okay, yay, Darla. We know it's working. We know it's working. So you guys, if you sprinkle the love, make sure you let us know, so we can take care of you. Elizabeth wants to know how to get a greenery box, so Nicole can give you a link. And if there's not any left from the wait list, then what you'll do is you'll go to the wait list, okay? Monica, I think they have all been picked up. The second batch got picked up today. So you should be seeing it on the way to you for the BBB box. Y'all, subscription boxes generally ship 7 to 10 business days after the your credit card's charged, and then they head out. Okay, oh my gosh, isn't that so pretty? Look at how far they're coming off. Oh my gosh, so pretty. Okay, so I like that. We have a lot of greenery. We have that clematis coming down. Now, let's put the next clematis here. Oh, thanks, Vince. I'm glad you like it. It's new. This clematis is new. So this is kind of a garden-inspired wreath. We're just doing a couple of greeneries. We're doing the new clematis. And then I think we might go a little twiggy at the end. You know, this even has a little bit of twig in it. Oh my God. Thank you. Hey, Barb. Hey, Karen. Thank you for letting me know. You're awesome. You're awesome. Y'all know we're going to send out some sweet treats. Make sure you're on our text list so you can get all the info about that. Oh, Monica, when you can order another BBB, grab a spot on the wait list, okay? Just jump on the wait list for the BBB. Elizabeth needs a subscription box info, and so does Monica. Oh my gosh. Are they called Nellie Moser? Lisa, I don't know. I didn't get that much detail in them. I'm not that familiar with actually growing clematis, so they just called them clematis. They might be. We could Google. We could put the Goog on it. We could photo identify it. Here, y'all want to do it? I'll hold it to the camera. You could do a screen grab. Ask the Goog. Thanks, Gail. Isn't this fun? So I'm thinking this should be gorgeous. Just gorgeous. I want you to see how high that's coming off. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. So I'm going to back this up just a little. We'll have this trail over the top of the wreath, and then we're going to work on this. Yes. Grandma's garden vents would be super cute. Yes. I'm not a grandma yet, but this is going to be perfect for my garden. Perfect. I'm like in a lavender kick. We have these, I think, coming in too in cream and another color. This is the lavender. Dee Dee, vacation was great. Thank you. Thank you, Linda. All right, let's put this in here. Thanks, Kernan. I'm loving them too. And they have these real touch leaves, which is just so incredible. Okay, let's get that moving down. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now let's work in this zone. We got to work in this zone here. Now, I can put a bow, but I'm really feeling, I've got my floral freak on now. So sometimes I'm a no bow girl because I just want to have in here. No, Lisa, these are just lavender, and this is that kind of a limey green here. The lights might be washing it out a little, but it's a limey green. Okay, I'm breaking into bag number 2 of the beginning greenery we started with. Oh my gosh, I love how that trails. So I'm feeling like we should have this trailing through here too. I hope you're feeling the vibe with me. Let's put it in there. Kimmy, don't they look real? They do. Hello, Trudy, with the booties in the house. Hey, Trudy. I'm glad you're here. I mean, time is flying, y'all. Like always. Let's take and put this in. We did a bunch of purples earlier in the season that I'm going to be using in the booth where I sell some of my product. And so I need a few more purple wreaths. I sold the purple wreaths that went with everything else, so I needed a little bit more, although I may have to keep this because now I'm just so inspired with this gorgeous bloom in here. Okay. Okay, let me put a little moss. I got my Spanish moss working. So literally we're using this greenery and then we're popping it in with the this mini ivy that we're mixing it with. All right, I'm going to keep working. I'm going to go this way now and let them come down. Thanks, Trudy. Cheryl, we don't sell the grapevines. We do have a link for them, an affiliate link we can give you if you need it. Just let me know, okay? All right, let's put this one up at the top up here. Make sure you're getting those good into the grapevine. I want that one to hang that way. So all of these are going to have a little bit of hanging on them. So you have to think about their placement when you're putting them in. Because this greenery is made to hang like that and sag. And it's just so satisfying. Here's like a really big piece. Jan, you need the greenery in the green box? Aha. You may be kidding it. You never know. I try to send you guys this last month in the greenery box. You guys got the really premium greenery. So you didn't get as much, but you got some fancy stuff, man. Some fancy goodies. Let's have that one come in there. Okay, I like how that's feeling in there. I love that. Okay, I think that's good for right now. Look at the bottom. Okay, look at... We're just going to work on this zone right here. So let me pop in a little bit of that mini ivy in there. How tall is it above the wreath? Oh my gosh, let me measure. That's exciting. It's like that tall. I knocked my sign again. I get too excited. Let me measure it for you. Where's my easy bow maker? It's my measurer. Here it is. All right, let's measure it. Let's give you an accurate. So above the wreath, it is... So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's about 6 inches. 6 inches above with the tallest one. So when I talk about depth and dimension, I mean it, right? Hey, Susan. Hey, Linda. All right, let's bring in a little bit more of the mini ivy. I'm going to have this piece go down. Oh, you like the half basket? Oh, yeah. I love that half basket we made the other day, too. I love those. I used to have a bunch of really awesome sellers in half baskets on Etsy. Oh, Kim, just email Nicole. She'll help you with it. info@Keleas.com. Okay, let's bring a little bit more of this one in. So I'm just kind of creating this beautiful base for that clematis to fly above, okay? So a lot of times we have it very wispy and full, but this time we're going to let these flowers soar above the background. So we got to make sure we got the background how we want it. Okay. I'll pop this in. So we're using 2 greeneries and 3 clematis stems. Okay, let me pop in a little bit more in here. All right. That looks good, guys. Okay. Got a little bit more. We can put these in at the end. Hello, Carla. Good to see you. Oh, it's windy and cold. Oh, my gosh. I know you're over it. Like, bring on spring. Carla, it's coming. It's going to come. All right. Now, this piece, if we keep it like it is, we got to think about our placement. If we don't cut it up. And I'm going to try not to because I really think they're gorgeous just how they are. Y'all, and don't forget, we're going to text the supply list out to the list. Probably, maybe right after this video, we'll try. Let's see, if we have it going that way, that's how that would look, and I have to go back here. If I have it go ahead and come up, we can play with it and adjust. I'm trying to decide. I think I'm going to have it come up and over. Oh, man. So I'm going to manipulate it that way. So let's start giving it a curve. I'm telling you, it's got good wire. We need like a little good wire alert. Some things are wired and they're okay, but some things are good wired. And are you kidding me with Real Touch leaves? Melina, it's brand new. This is brand new, so it'll be on the supply list and you can grab some, okay? I'm loving it too. Listen, we put away a bunch of pallets today before, and I stole these off there and had to play them. Hey, Cass, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. I appreciate you being here. Okay, let's put that one in. Oh my gosh. I'm going to alternate these a little. I don't want those. Oh, it's so pretty. Dang. So pretty. Okay, let me get a little moss on that glue before it sets up. And then, let me find it. It's kind of back in here, but I just like to cover it, guys. I don't want to come back later from the side and see my glue. I am picky about that. Now, manipulate your leaves on the clematis. You don't want to see the backs of them, even though they're not that bad, the backs, but I want the pretty fronts. Oh, wow, look at it. Look at this. Look how pretty. I'm loving it. Now, that's my shape going on. I think I want to put in just a little big of twiggies. So let me bring in a couple of twigs here. Hold on. I'm digging for the twiggies. Oh yes. Oh yes. Bring on the twigs. I know, Karen. We have just begun with the florals, guys. That is really, I can't wait for you to see all the new stuff that's been coming in. It's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. Okay, I just tore those off. We're using like half a bush of this twig, not a ton. I've got to clean up those edges. You can't be putting nasty edges in there. They will not work. Isn't that pretty? Okay, I'm loving this. It's going to be coming down. Now let me add these in. Oh, Anita, what's the price? I have no idea, Anita. After I'm done, what we do is we text out the whole supply list to you. So if you want to get on our text list, you can text us at 832-734-5201. 832-734-5201. Or you can also go to textkelea.com and you can sign up for our text list. And we'll give you live alerts and we'll text you out the whole supply list. And you have clickable links where you can just go check out all of these goodies. Okay? Thank you, Becky. Me too, I'm loving it. I'm going to bring this piece in. I'm just using these twigs to kind of come flying up here with the clematis. I want something between the layers. And I'm just using 3. We're not going crazy. I'm loving that. Now, if you wanted to pop a bow in, you could. I just decided no bow. Let's have that curl around. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, I've got a couple little pieces left. We can fill in any holes we need to here. Okay, let's trim these off. These are little bitty pieces, but we're going to use those to fill in the holes. And you have to just kind of look at your piece and see who needs a little bit more. I've got 2 more pieces of this greenery too. Let's pop them in. Hey, Betty! Good to see you. All right. This one's got a little bit of droopy, which that's how it's made to do it. I'm going to put it down low. So make sure you just grab all of those pieces in and hold them tight. We don't want glue stringing everywhere. I'm going to pop this one right in here. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. And I'm thinking this one would be really fun for my gate. I was going to do pinks, but now I may do lavenders, but I can also put it in the shop if I want to go back to pinks on the gate. I love to put wreaths on my gate too, because our front door is not so, you can't see it great from the street, but you can see the gate. So I like that. Okay, let's fill that in. Oh, thank you, Carla. I'm glad it does. You know I get excited about this stuff. Thank you, Melena. Thank you. We're just going to fill in right here. I'm glad y'all enjoy it. You enjoy being here. I hope it gets warmer where y'all live. Just to make you feel better. Got up to 89 today, so full on. Had to drink a lot of water. I was like, what happened to spring? It got here late and it left early. but it's cooled off a lot with the rain. Okay, isn't this something? Oh, this is just so lovely. It is just so lovely, and I love the bud where I can bring it around. Now I'm going to use a little bit more twiggies. I like to have this kind of trailing along the grapevine. I think that is just beautiful, and it softens it just ever so slightly. Try to get the glue back where you can't see it quite as much, and just kind of work these around. And let that go around. And if you can grab a piece of the grapevine, like this is real grapevine, and wrap it around, it looks like it just belongs there. Okay, and then use these anywhere you need to cover mechanics up, or just tuck a few leaves in here or there. Pop that one in, and let's put one more down there. Thank you, Andy. Awesome. Y'all, who's going to try their own garden wreath? Maybe to use outside. Oh, it spreads to you? Oh, my love of all this stuff. Yay! Good. Good. I'm pretty sure that's why God put me on this earth, to make sure you guys enjoy creating and you enjoy beautiful decor and making pretty things. And I really hope you like flowers. That's my favorite thing. And I like artificial flowers just as much as I like real flowers. So that may be the case for you. Now, it may be hard to see all the dimension, but I'm going to turn it. Look! Look at this. So fun. I'm going to work on a 14-inch wreath base tonight. We're going to rock and roll with this one. I'm going to go ahead and put my hanger on while we're just talking and chatting and getting going. Hi, Debbie. Hey, Tay. Hey, Lee. Sandra's here. Hi, Rosemary. Rosemary posted her wreath she made in design school earlier. It is a smoking hot wreath. Looks amazing. I'm excited for you. I bet it's already sold. So pretty. Karen has a purple fetish. Hey, Karen. Get into all your deep, dark secrets, Karen. Tell us. Yeah, purple is a good seller for me. I've been telling everybody. Uh-oh, y'all are calling the Sailor Sisters. So, Lord, here they come. Hey, Stacy. Karen says purple is... Oh, my gosh. Robin's got a question already. Yeah, Robin, can you use real twigs? Absolutely. You can use real elements in all of these wreaths. When I first came up in the industry, the craft show circuit that I really wanted to get in only allowed dried flowers. So we used all kind of dried stuff too. So don't be afraid to try that. You sure can. You're getting heavy rain? Holy moly. Holy guacamole. That sounds not good. I know there's been severe weather, some in the south today also. Hi, Tamala. Regina's tied patriotic bows. Nice. There's another Sailor Sister, huh, Tracy? Are you a Sailor Sister? I think you are. I gotta know their clicks. These are clicks within design school. They're nice clicks, though. We don't allow any drama. We don't. They're good. Oh, haven't they been gorgeous, Cynthia? Hey, Lisa. Hey, Patricia. I know, all of the gorgeous patriotic bows are beautiful. Hi, Nanana. Lanessa said, you have to be so beautiful. Sunflower wreath hanging in the background. I didn't have a bow. It was the design school project. I looked for the tutorial. Oh, Lanessa, that's a live. We did that live in design school. So if you're looking for a live in design school, you go into the Facebook group and just go to videos and just find the one. It looks like I'm making that project. Okay? Yeah, that one's a lot of fun. Okay, I'm going to put these twigs in first to kind of get my pattern started here. I've got a plan, but let's see how it goes. I've got a plan. We're kind of freestyling tonight, but I know I've got an idea, I think. Hey, Tracy. Jeez, Melinda. Really? That is not good. Hey. Yeah, if you're watching this video and you're commenting, you don't hear me talking back to you, you're probably watching in one of the groups. Just come over to the Keleas page. I'm just reading comments from over here tonight. I've got some new technology that we are going to hook up eventually where we can get all the comments, but I haven't had time yet. It's so many things. A lot of balls in the air, y'all. We've got balls in the air and they're on fire. Oh, geez, that's a lot of rain, Tracy. Hi, Wendy. Lori just joined today. Yay, Lori. I can't wait to meet you more in there. This is going to be great. If you guys just joined up in our class, if you can, I know it doesn't work for everybody's schedule, but when I go live at 7:30 on Tuesday nights, if you can try to join us in there and interact, I can get to know you better. And it's kind of a valuable time for us to hang out. You don't have to do that. It's not mandatory at all. It's just fun to get to know everybody a little bit better. And I've over the last few years, I've got to meet so many people and get to know them. It's fun. It's fun. So I know a little bit about their family, a little bit maybe what's going on in their life. It's nice to get to know people who love the same stuff we love. Hey, Penny and Stephanie. Yeah, Tracy, where's Patricia? Patricia Crockett, queen of the crafting frontier. Kaya's not here to sing it. Kaya likes to sing it. Hey, Mary Ellen. Hi, Carol. Yay! Is Patricia here too? Kim says, do you do lives or recorded videos? We actually, in our design school class, we do both. So you get a new recorded video on Mondays, and we do lives on Tuesdays. So in design school, you get a recorded video and a live video every week. We got you covered either way. And there's replays available of everything. So even if I do something live, you can catch the replay. Yay, Karen! Oh, awesome, Jessica. We're so glad to have you. All right, let's get to putting these in. Hi, Trish. Hey, Anita. For our wreath hangers, I use 18 gauge wire. I like it's it seems to be the right tension to make things strong, but not too strong where they're more difficult to bend. It really works pretty good. All right. What is happening, Lisa Tomlin? Lisa, is it margarita night? What night is it? You've been hitting the margaritas? Kelly, good to see you. You're eating chocolate chip cookies, Stacy? Oh, jeez. Y'all are having dessert? I just had supper just right before. I kind of had a late dinner. I got home from the warehouse a little bit late. Just a little bit, but we're accomplishing all the things. Okay, let me put that one there. We'll put another one in. You're making popcorn? Y'all, listen to them. They're all having snacks. It's second supper. Oh, you got to watch out for these second supper people. They're dangerous. Hi, Terry. Stephanie, how much moss do I use to cover my glue? Not too much, just like a small little ball. Just a small little ball. You don't need a whole bunch. Homemade? Oh my gosh, popcorn, beer, Bamps on TV. What? You just never know. You never know what's even going on. Regina had a shrimp poor boy. Yummy. That sounds good. Nate made some popcorn and now Lisa is eating some. Susie, peach schnapps and iced tea. Oh yeah, it's a little bit later there, Susie. You're on the night. You're hitting the schnapps. It's gonna be sleepy time. Sleepy time. Hi, Suzanne. How's it going? It's been so fun to see all the new students coming into design school. They're all getting started and finding their way around. So if you're new and you need help, just ask in there. Just post a comment. Or you can email our team at info@keleas.com and we'll help you out with whatever you might be needing help with, where to find the classes, where to find your discount code for supplies, the schedule, all of that. Oh, Lynn had shepherd's pie. Oh my gosh. Missy, you found us. Yay. Yay. I stream the video into our groups too, just so it will get seen by more people. But if you're watching in a group right now and you want to come and chat with us, come over to the Keleas page. Same video, just I'm reading the comments from one page. Oh, let's see. Shirley's having a nice cup of coffee. That's nice, Shirley. Just having a relaxing evening cup. Karen, Thursday night is not regularly scheduled night. This is a bonus live tonight. I kind of, during design school week, I kind of go live more often just to remind everybody, get my face out there. People ask questions if you're worried. You know, here's the deal with our class. It only opens every 6 months. So if you join and it's not for you, there's no commitment. It's just month to month. If you want to stay for a month and go, you can. We're really easygoing. And I think you'll find if you get in there and really get yourself involved a little bit, you'll enjoy it. Make sure you join the Facebook group, because we've had several people who have signed up for the class. They haven't joined the group yet. And there's just a lot of fun going on in there. That's where you're going to meet friends and get to have a good time. You know, Jess is excited to get started. Ooh, hey, Cheryl. Yes, yes. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. So we are going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be rocking and rolling. Okay. You did, Sherry? Very good. Oh, awesome, Glenda. I'm glad you found us. You know, it's a little bit intimidating doing the little ads and the commercials. I've never really done that, and so I have to try to be me, but also do promote yourself. And that's hard for my personality to do. I just want you to come because you want to come and have fun, but you do have to get out there and promote yourself. Kelly said, you won't regret class. It's great. Everyone's helpful. They are amazingly helpful. You guys, we're going to have a supply list when the video's over. I'm using a purple twig right now to start off with. Okay, it might be kind of hard to see, but I'm putting that in the background. Purple twig so far. It's 62253. I will have a supply list for you. Nicole's working on it right now. Okay? And she's trying to keep me in line. I'm only going to use stuff we really have. Or we have when the video starts. It could be gone by the time the video ends. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, no, Stacy. Oh, thanks, Josie. I'm glad you like it. Josie's been in there a long time. We appreciate you, Josie. She's always making fun stuff. Susie says, I'm a professional florist. I rarely get to work with silks. I joined design school. Now they fly out of the store. Susie, really? Oh my God, Susie, that's awesome. That makes me feel so good. That is freaking awesome. I want to high five you right through the camera. I get stoked when people make it, and if they want to sell it, they sell it. No, you don't have to ever sell your pieces, but it's nothing better than selling something to somebody or giving something to somebody, and you just feel so validated. It's a good feeling. I'm excited. Oh, you love it, Jan? Me too. It comes in a lot of different colors too. I think I don't know what colors, but it comes in a lot of colors. If you just put in that number, 62253, if you put that in on Keleas.com, it'll give you all the colors will come up that we have in stock. Okay, now I'm coming in with, we're going to come in with lavender. Some really fun lavender and work that in. I am going to maybe cut it down just a little bit. It's a little bit long, so I'm going to trim it a bit. This is a 14-inch grapevine. So this is a little bit smaller. I know, Cynthia. It is awesome. Susie got me a high five right back. Thank you. Woo, Susie, you're hot. Hands are strong. Are these stocks the same as Hobby Lobby? Not particularly, because Hobby Lobby has their own manufacturers. So They all vary depending on the website you're shopping on. So the ones I'm giving you will be good on Keleas.com. If I use something from Hobby Lobby, I'll definitely share the item number for with you. This is all from Keleas.com. Brenda says, Stacy says, I don't even know. I'm sorry, I passed right over you. Brenda says, and I said nothing else. Stacy says, I don't even know how long I've been in design school, but I love it. Without you, I'd still be afraid of florals. Yay, Stacy! Stacy sells a lot of her florals, too. They're beautiful. There you go. You just tried all the colors, Genevieve? Fantastic. I'm just cutting this down here. When you cut up a bush, guys, greenery, we'll use that. That's cute, but it's too long. Okay? And I want to cut this right here and save that. And just make this nice and neat. So when I use this greenery, you don't see some silly stem sticking up. You just see the little cute greenery. So that's why I take a little bit more time to do the cut when I'm doing these. It takes just a second, but I'm going to get it prepped. Terry says purple's her favorite color. It's the color of royalty. So there it goes. That makes sense, Terry. You know, you can't help it. If it's in your blood, it's in your blood. You got it. See, I got a cute little bush left when I'm done. We can use, even if we don't use this on this project, this would be just a cute little filler. We've got enough for a couple little pieces. I don't know if we might use it. You never know. It's kind of small, and I don't have a lot of greenery exactly that color, so we'll see. We'll see. Sherry got the greenery box, and so that's awesome, Sherry. Because if you order the greenery box today, if you get it before it sells out, you're going to, which it will tell you, if it sells out, your credit card won't be charged. It'll be put on the wait list, and it will charge it next month. But if you get it today, you'll get it. It's going to ship in 7 to 10 days. So it'll be heading out to you soon. Oh, good. You're so sweet, Tracy. Thank you. Brenda, it's not doing it tonight, Brenda, but it'll probably do it in a minute. For a while, y'all, it'll tell me Brenda's watching 8 million times. I mean, every 2 minutes, it'll tell me Brenda's watching. And I'm like, really? Brenda is watching so many times. How many devices does she have? It's been glitching a little bit. Oh. Wendy says she called those Air 5s. Oh, nice. You just gave them to them air. Man, I was a PE teacher, Wendy, so I've got in there. I got me some hugs and some I got in. I'm sure, you know, you didn't want to. Nowadays, it's probably different. But back then, we're hugging. I'm giving them all the 5s. But I like Air 5s, too, because you could send those across the room. You could fly them out to them. Geez, I only have 2 bushes of this. I better spread it out a little bit more. I've got 3 more. Okay. Catherine sold 9 wreaths this month. Yay, Catherine! Catherine at the store? I saw Catherine. Are you in 2 stores? I was confused. I think that was you. I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure I know what I'm talking about. I think you're in 2 stores. Your regular antique booth and then another booth? Tell me if I'm dreaming stuff up. I know. Hey, Carolyn. How's your grandbabies? Or is it just one little girl? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure there's at least one. I haven't seen a picture lately of y'all playing. No purple in stock? Oh no. I hope I didn't use somebody's purple that's supposed to go in their order. And I'm sorry. If you get refunded on this purple twig, you know what happened. Brenda, you can never sneak in. It knows you're here. It knows you're here. Jean, you're going to do a metal. You're doing a spring wreath with a metal bee. That'll be lovely. I think that will be awesome. Bees are so popular in ladybugs. I mean, very hot. Lemons, all that stuff is very popular. So I've kind of been having a lot of fun with the lavender and the purple so far. I hope we can pull this out. We're trying to, I hope I have something else to put in it. Supply list is ready. Wendy, you gave real high fives too. Yeah, I don't know how they're doing it now. Poor things. Okay, I was going to use this. Now that that lavender's in there, I feel like this might be a little too dark. Well, let's play with it. Let's see if we can make it work. We can always pull it apart if it doesn't work. I'm sorry, Anita. Catherine, you are at 2 stores. Yeah, great, Catherine. That's fantastic. Teresa loves the purple too. I'm telling you, there's a lot of purple people. I mean, they love purple. Like, I love green and teal. They love purple. It's the same, right? Stacy says, technique is so important in making grapevine wreaths and floral centerpieces. Thanks to Keleas' expertise and business advice, I have done 3/4 of last year's sales in 3 months. Yay! I'm so excited, Stacy. Stacy, she works hard on her designs, but she also puts in a lot of work on the business side of her business. So definitely, I'm so proud of her. It's great. And Stacy probably doesn't want me to tell all her business, but she's been going through a lot in her life too. So the fact she can do all that with her personal life and things that are going on is wonderful. Christina's working on a lemon wreath right now. Ooh, I can almost smell them. I used to have a lemon tree, and we could go out and see the blooms this time of year. And no such luck. My 20-year-old lemon trees are not looking too good. Trina says she likes purple and yellow. Fantastic. Sounds beautiful. Karen, I teach in Makers University. So I teach change business. So design school is just all floral how to and why, and all floral designs, centerpieces, wreath swags, all that. I do the business coaching over at Makers University. So if you're interested in getting business coaching, you can check out my affiliate link is coachkele.com. You can check it out there. Stacy says, it's okay. I'm fighting breast cancer. I tell my story to everyone. That's right, Stacy. Okay, I just don't want to be saying if you didn't want me to, but y'all know now. Kelly says, so for design school, do you give a list of supplies where we get those from your shop? Will it come in time? So Kelly, it comes out the same day the tutorial comes. So the deal is our shop is growing. We have a hard time getting things out to you quick enough for you to make them with us live. So we release the video, we release the supply list the same day. You can decide if you want to get the supplies to make it. And when they come in, the video is there for you to go back and refer to. And when I do my lives and I'm teaching, we're teaching and chatting, and I will tell you the products I'm using and give you the item numbers. And we get stuff, like we got a few things from Hobby Lobby. If I'll give you the item number there. If it's from our website, you'll have the item number there. But every recorded teaching lesson that comes out every week has a supply list, but it comes out at the same time. Okay, I'm putting this green in. Let's see. Kelly's just looked around her craft room. And you feel like you're sitting in a botanical garden. Well, isn't that where you want to be, Kelly? That's where I want to be. I want to be in the garden. Whether it's in the real garden, which I keep telling y'all mine is dead, or it's because we had a big freeze. I've said that a few times. I know you're probably tired of hearing it, but I'm mourning my plants like bad. My vine, my 2 favorite things, my big fancy vine in front of my house and my 2 lemon trees. Okay. Genevieve says, I'm going to work on a blue rose wreath. Oh yeah, Genevieve, I'm trying to think. We did something pretty with blue roses, but I don't know if it was on this page or in Design School. I'm going to have to remember. Oh, you got them all, Catherine. You've got to do all the popular ones right now, right? Get them all going. I'm Teet. And Cheryl, the wall basket. Cheryl, this is in Design School. It's the newest lesson. The newest lesson in Design School. Oh, it's so cute. Then, if you didn't catch our live, go watch the live we did Tuesday night this week in Design School. We cover this a little bit differently. So we kind of give you some different options on it. Hang up there, buddy. Pamela says, my lemon, my lime, or orange trees are loaded with blossoms and honeybees. Pamela, are you trying to rub it in? Thank God we've got one orange. It's not an orange, it's a tangerine. And we brought it in the house. So it did bloom big time and the bees loved it. But oh yeah, I forgot to mention my bottle brush. We had to cut them down to the ground. It's sad. Yay, Genevieve, fantastic. Melinda says she has a custom wreath order today for purple, yellow, and blue. I wasn't too sure about that color combination, but it turned out beautiful. It sounds gorgeous, Melinda. A lot of times you can pull off more than you really can. Sylvia says, I just brought my supplies from Tuesday project. Perfect, Sylvia. Perfect. And guys, you don't have to do every project in Design School. You can watch some, and then you can definitely say, okay, this one I want to make. I'm going to go get the supplies for that. The only thing, if you really think you're going to make it, order the supplies sooner or later than later because we run out of stuff. I try to order more and more every year, but we only have so much money available to invest in all the supplies. Okay, so far, looking good. Looking good. Let me move the swag for a minute here so you guys can see a little better. I'm going to move this guy over here. I love making swags too. That one's on a vine base, which is always a lot of fun. Scoot the camera over just a little bit. Okay. All right. Adrian, do I ever use Craft Test? I don't really use them too much. I don't. I used to shop there a long time ago. I've lived in Houston for 40. They've been here my whole life, so they're definitely an option. And I sometimes get stuff there at Christmas time. So it is. Yeah, they have neat things. Oh, Regina's working on blue. What, CJ? You got a she shed? She says. That is freaking awesome. Oh my gosh, Jan, you lost a 12-year-old mango tree. I know, Jan. I know, and mango is pretty delicate. I don't know. We have some green wood towards the base on the lemon tree, but I don't know what's going to happen. It's going to have to start over. Poor thing. It's crazy. You're mourning your palm trees, Catherine? I know. Some of them are coming back around here, but I don't know how many are going to make it, really. It depends on the type of palm, I think. I listen to a gardening local show on the radio, and so I listen to what he says we're going to survive and what's not. Mary, you working on a fall swag? Good for you. Getting ahead. Christine, you try to get the tobacco baskets and they're sold. I'm sorry. I know. They went fast. I'll see. We had some in a dark, like a oaky color brown. I'll see if there's any left. I can check that for you and I'll post them. Genevieve is addicted to the roller coaster ribbons. Yes. Yes, you got to put them in. Where's the last piece I put in? I'm looking for the glue. Oh, there it is. Got it. Lisa says she's been with Keleas since before a group. She's the best. Aw, you're so sweet, Lisa. Yeah, Lisa's one of the OGs. There's several people who actually helped me, encourage me to do a group, because I was like, what? You guys, y'all want to watch me make flower? You want me to teach you? What? Are you sure? We just would handle my wreaths, and I was completely happy. And they said, oh no, you need to teach us. Okay. So I'm very thankful that they started me down this journey. Okay, let's have a piece kind of coming out a little bit down here. And then I'm going to add some more, I'm going to add those pink flower picks now to get the pink color, kind of a little bit of purple, a little bit of pink. Okay, Kelly, what happened? Oh gosh. What? You did, Kelly? They took them out? Oh my gosh. Oh, that's funny. They helped themselves to them. Jacqueline, I saw that. Really bad weather. I was wondering, is it just in Alabama or was it going other places? Okay, Karen, so there's different lives and there's different places. So right here, you're on the big Keleas page. We have like 100,000 followers on this page. So this is where everybody comes the very first time to meet me. And this is where we come hang out. We do our video, like our Simple Saturday videos and our Freestyle Fridays. And I make bows on Wednesdays. Then I come to design school. You get recorded videos. Okay, and there you get recorded videos in design school every week on Mondays. And then on Tuesdays, you get your live with your Q&A and our hangout time every Tuesday at 7:30. And that's in design school. Now, if you just joined design school, the place you go to log in, it has a dashboard there. And it has all the places and the times, so you can come join me wherever I'm at. Okay? And if you're on the list for the text message, when I send a text message, I will tell you, live on the Keleas page or live in design school. I hope that helps them. It's a lot. Stacy says, before I forget what greenery goes good with magnolias, I'm going to do one on moss base and one on grapevine. I like, with the magnolias, I like something with a leaf. So, and I like a darker color with it. I think that looks prettier, like a nice rich color. It doesn't matter what type of greenery you pick, but I'd get something with a little thicker leaf, because a real magnolia leaf is this color green, and it's big. So we don't want to mix something with it that's micro. It's just too much texture. So get like a little bigger leaf. You know, lemon leaf would be pretty. I don't think we have anything with that big a leaf. You possibly could use those rose leaves that we have in the shop in the green color. I don't know if we have green, but go for something dark, Stacy. I think that would be pretty. Hey, Sylvia, score! You can always, you know, it's a good time to stock up on those because you can definitely use them all the time. You're never going to not need them. Right? You have had crazy weather there too? I saw some alerts and I was like, what is happening? Aww. Did I lose my lemon trees, Ginger? I'm not sure if they're lost totally. I'm not sure. I'm going to just be honest. They may come back, but like we're not going to have lemons or anything like that for, I don't know, hopefully maybe next year. But generally this is the time of year you're going to have the blooms, the bees are going to come, then we're going to set the fruit, and then we're not going to have fruit until December, October, November, somewhere in there. So we're missing out on all that, you know? Oh, good. You can go shop at all the places. Oh. Brenda had 2 palm trees across me, froze with the leaves blowing to the south. Oh. Do you think they just kind of fell that way, Linda? That's weird. Your rose bushes are budding. I know my azaleas are just busted out right after the cold. It's like some of the plants like that cold, and then they're like, oh, it's over. Time to do my thing. You know, it kind of gave it a boost. Okay, I'm going to put these other little picks in, and then we'll see what else we're going to add. Put a few of these in. I think these are cute. Okay, yeah, there's, Nicole just posted those other baskets. They're just a little bit different color. They're a lighter brown. Oh, geez, really, Mary? You lost a queen palm? Oh, man. That's a bummer. Brenda joined design school right after their first Wreath Makers Live. So that would be Brenda. So I think we had only been around 6 months at that point, Brenda. So you're pretty much at the beginning too. I love it. Yay, Mary! Fantastic! Oh, Teresa's got bad weather. Yeah, Catherine, I'm going to say you've been in since very close to the beginning also. I don't think, Catherine, I didn't meet you at Wreath Makers Live, or did I? I can't remember that, but I could have. I'm sorry if I don't forget. I love y'all all. I'm sorry if I forget. So I'm going to fluff these cute little picks out. We're going to use some of these in here. There's a little bit of cream, a little bit of pink to mix with the purple. I'm going to fluff 3 of these. We're going to plan on 3. Yes, when you lose those trees. Jacqueline says Birmingham was hit really bad. Oh, no. Tuscaloosa, lots of homes, trees. Oh, tornadoes are bad. So you just don't get the warning like a hurricane, right? You just, oh, it's coming. Oh, that sounds nice, Mary. Oh. Yeah, Stacy, when the magnolias come. Yep. And it has little flowers. Some of the varieties of magnolias do have smaller blooms. We had one growing up that had the big cup, beautiful blooms. And I was always making crafts out of the seed pod after it was done on the magnolia, always. We painted them gold. I put them in wreaths. We made angels out of them. They were like a pine cone to us. Yeah, Catherine, I would say you've been here the whole time pretty much. Leanne, we are located in Sugar Land, Texas, and that's the Houston area. That's where we're from. Oh, and Sylvia, okay, Bridget, those projects you're talking about are done live in design school. So go into Keleas Design School, the Facebook group, and go to videos. What is that noise outside? Sometimes I need a little peeping window out here to see. Go to videos and you can see those projects. The watering can I did yesterday. Or no, I did that Tuesday. And then the cutting board is a few weeks ago. We did that one. Yay, Teresa! Lisa, you think it might come back? Okay, I'm hoping so. The bottle brush really was dead to the ground, though. It had no green in it. None. That is crazy, Brenda. They just got froze. Oh, thanks, guys. You guys have great feedback. I appreciate that. You know, it's our new situation, right? Jan, I'm going to use 3 of these. 3 of these. I've just been fluffing all 3 at the same time. Hi, Teeny. Hey, Triple D. What's going on? It did sound like sleigh bells. Santa, he went by quick. He went by quick. You should have stopped in. Santa, I've still got decorations up of you in the living room. They're not up. They're actually packed in the corner. They just aren't put where they need to go. They count, Santa. All right, I got my first one in. That's cute. It's a really cute pick. It's a new one. Yes, it did sound like something wasn't supposed to be dragging. Oh, yeah, Pam. I saw those cute rain boots. They are cute. Everyone's been making those. I love it. A lot of fun. Let's see if I put this one here. I'm going to have to go like right here. Kind of get these evenly spaced in here. Put the third one in. And I'm going to put a little more purple after this too. Let's see. The supply list, let us know in the comments and we'll get the link for you. But these are item number 62252. 62252. Debbie just dug up her last dead plant. Oh, it's so depressing, Debbie. We talked about it. We talked about it earlier. It is so depressing with the dead plants. We just don't, we're not used to it. Like up north, you guys have plants that can, like, they go back and then they come back and they're happy. I think I'm going to have to put 4 in. I'm going to have to put 1 more here because that's too big of a hole there. They weren't quite big enough away with 3. Linda's new. Hello, Linda. Welcome. We're so glad to have you. Welcome over to Keleas, and these are all my Blue Merino friends. If you're a fan, you enjoy watching us make arrangements, and you like making with flowers, we'd like to call you a Blue Merino. So welcome. Come and hang with us. Don't be a stranger. Kim, I'm fairly new. How many warehouses do you have, and are you close to them? Our warehouses are over in Richmond, and we have a few. They're all together, so we just call it one warehouse. And let's see. What else did you ask? Oh, and it's about 20 minutes to the warehouse from where I live. I live in Sugar Land, and the warehouse is over in Richmond. It's not far. It just takes us a little bit to get over there. We live in the industrial area of Sugar Land, but the warehouses by us are very expensive, so we went out a little bit further. Oh, you lost your serum. Serum? I don't know if I know what that is. C-R-Y-U-M. I'm sad. Whatever it is, it's depressing. You know, oh, thank you for posting the supply list, Nicole. I'm going to pin it. I'm going to try to pin it. Pin, 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 pin. You guys are singing a Christmas now. That did not work. Y'all are still trying to put away your Christmas decorations too. You're not alone. You're not alone. Hey, at least they're down. Teeny, the little scarecrow. Yes, I got him. He's with my fall stuff. It was a redhead. It's super cute. I did. I think I don't know when you had your stroke. Was it right before that, I think? You sent it to me. Very sweet. He's not going to put away the Christmas decorations either, huh? That's the way it's going to go. Oh, funny. Mine would. I got him doing too many other projects, so. Okay, we're coming along. I'm liking that so far. I've got a little bit more purple I want to put in it, but I'm liking this color combo on this. It's really looking pretty. I'm a fan of it. Okay, let's put some little purple balls we're going to go with next. Oh, Karen, what I recommend on pricing is I tell you, when you're first starting out, I just recommend your supplies ×2, okay? eventually, if you get your supplies on sale, you're eventually not going to want to do it off the sale price. You will want to do it off the retail price, because if your customer were to go to make it themselves, they would have to spend that on the product. But if you're just starting out and you want to get some traction, just take what your cost is in the wreath and multiply by 2 and start there. Then as you start to get more traction, you get some sales, you get some confidence, then you want to take the higher price times 2. And eventually you're going to get that higher price times 3. And then eventually you're going to also add in for your time. But it's kind of a gradual motion. The only problem is if you just start off and you start with everything very expensive, it could take you a while to create an audience. You're going to want to move that direction, because we want to have an audience built of people who maybe aren't us. Maybe they have more disposable income. They want a higher level product. I'm definitely going to teach you how to make things at a higher level. So you want to get there with your pricing eventually. So that's my advice on pricing. Okay. Trina, I love it too. I think it's really pretty. Catherine, am I going to add a bow tonight? I was going to, but I don't know. It's looking pretty good. No bow. I filled in where the bow was going to be with that pick. So, I was going to put a bow, but maybe not. I'm all into it now. I'm into the no bow. Okay, I'm trimming these off. I'm putting these little balls in here. Okay, ball time. Do you guys know that tomorrow's Friday? Tomorrow's Friday. So what are your plans for Friday evening? Hey, your plans could be to Netflix and chill, but we need to know, what are you going to do? What is your agenda when you get home from work, or if you don't work, when you decide, hey, weekend started? What are you going to do? I like this color palette we're working with. It is soft and beautiful. And that ivy I thought wasn't going to work. I love it in there now. Kim says, do you decide your design by the flowers or your design from the ribbons? Kim, you're not going to like this answer, but both sometimes. One or the other. Could go either way. You never know. Could be one, could be the other. I do both. Sometimes the ribbons help me know what flower I'm going to use. Sometimes, like, for example, in this arrangement we did in design school, the pattern on the container helped me pick out the flowers. So that's kind of like ribbon. You know, you pick the pattern from the ribbon and you pick flowers to go with it. So it can go either way with that, definitely. Let's see. Terry says we've got bohemian vibes. I like that, Terry. What melts, Stacy? I'm sorry, I forgot. What melts? 1 week from Good Friday, exactly. So, oh, thanks, Suzanne. Mary is doing something, real estate something. I'm not sure what it means, but I'm sure it's good. I'm sure your home buyers are going to need that. I've only bought one home, and so that's all I know. And that was 20 years ago. Stacy's starting to lay the floor in the craft shack. Yay. Oh, you have a holiday, Sylvia. Yay. You can work on your project. Good. You're going to stay home. He's making journals. You're going to work in your shop. I love that. That sounds awesome. Don't you get excited? I know when I used to get home from teaching, I would be so excited. Now, I realized that we didn't have Kaya yet. She wasn't born yet. So when I would get home, I would just be like, head out to my happy place, have dinner, go into my craft room, and just have a blast. Too much drama. Oh no. Oh, you got your first COVID shot. Wow. Good job. Getting it all safe. Oh, what are you doing, Sherry? You're going to Williamsburg to Great Wolf Lodge for your grandson's birthday? Fun, Sherry. Kaya love Great Wolf Lodge. I don't know what they're doing with COVID, but if they still have the story time at night, I don't know if y'all are staying the night, but man, Kaya love that story time. Okay, so far we're doing really good. I'm really liking it all. It's looking pretty cute. I'm just going to add a little bit more of another little purple, very wispy piece. I'm going to have to split it up a little to get enough to go around. Let me see how we're doing. Let me give this ball a little turn here. Put that back in. I'm just going to add a little bit more purple. Bring the purple home. Hey, Gary, good to see you. Beverly said your husband's favorite thing to do is nothing. It's working out good. Right? Oh, you're going to get yours tomorrow, Melinda. What? Is there a sidewalk sale? Oh, how fun. I saw that they were doing another one. Have fun. Yay, Carol. You already did? Oh, we're on the same vibe, Carol, then, if you already got the pics earlier. Oh, Stacy. Okay. Roger that. Okay, I'm going to have just 3 of these. So I've really got to get them spread out just right when I put them in. No bow mind melt. Got it. I know. Yeah, there's a lot of resistance to no bow. The design school of Bloomerinos, Keleas Bloomerinos, they're like, what? No bow? What are you doing? Hey, Teresa. Good to see you. All right, I'm going to start between these 2 balls over here. Get this one in. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's pretty. I like that. I'm going to put my next one right about here. Okay. I think I got my placement down. Where'd I put the rest of them? Here they are. Here they are. You're going to be a vendor at a fair in May. Yay. To be honest with you, any craft fairs around here that have occurred since COVID have been really good for everyone. So if you can try one, because people are just so excited to be out. They have been good. Terry said she's going to be posting her first wreath in the Etsy store. Yay, Terry! Congratulations! It's the 1st of May, Terry, okay? It's just the beginning. And, don't worry about it being perfect, Terry. Just get it up there. Your listing. Let's see, I gotta go up a little bit higher. Get it on there. Let it do its thing. And then you can list another. And as you keep learning how to list it, you just keep adding and getting better at listing. And it's kind of like wreath making. We just keep doing it and practicing, and bow making. We keep practicing and doing it, and we get better and better, and it becomes more natural. Okay, Teresa's finishing up her granddaughter's wedding flowers. Yay! Oh my gosh, Teresa, it's a lot to do for the wedding, but that will be nice to have it done. Okay, let me see if I'm liking this. Let me step back just a little bit. This needs to come down a little bit more. We're going to pull it out. I'm going to put a little more glue on it. I need to get it up a little bit higher, guys. These are going a little more to the middle. There we go. I'm a little picky about where things go. Okay, I like that. I'm going to put one more over here. Yeah, doing the wedding is a lot of work, but she is going to love it when you're all done. Genevieve packing, making wreaths. Yay! That's fun time. Carol's going to be crafting. You're going to, Kelly, you're going to tell your boss you're working and you're secretly going to be crafting. That's hilarious. I love it. Okay, let me come right in here. Bring that bloom up. Come on, and my glue pot is getting a little bit, it's wearing out. I got to get a new glue pot. And so my glue is a little bit hotter than I want it, which makes it dangerous. And so when it's like that, you need to get a new glue pot. I've needed one for a couple of weeks because it's getting to the point. It's the thermostat goes out, and okay, I like that. Let me bring this grass in. Let me see. I'm going to pull a little bit more of this greenery to the front. And I wish I had just a little bit more of that right in here. Let's see if I can move it. Sorry, I'm really trying to. I got a little hole right here. I got to find something to put in it, y'all. I used all of that ivy. That wasn't a whole bush of ivy. You know what? I could steal some ivy from the other wreath we made. Oh, is there some in this arrangement? Hold on. I see some. I'll steal a little piece out of the centerpiece. Give me a second. Aha! The centerpiece made a sacrifice for the wreath. It happens. Pamela, you're going to do your first craft show in July? Yeah, Pamela, just, try to plan ahead for your craft show. Try to think, you want to bring as much as you can of product to sell, but try to keep the display stuff and the walls that you're going to hang things on, try to keep that to a minimum, just to keep it easier on you. It's your first craft show. There are a lot of work, but just take it slow. Make sure you take business cards, because even sometimes when a show's not going well, you could be marketing for later, handing out your cards. Summertime down here in the South is the harder time to sell. Although this year, who knows, with COVID and everything, it could be great. But you want those customers to have a business card so they can call you in the Christmas time, in winter and fall, when they're really decorating more than the summer. So keep that in mind, okay? You've had 8 houses in 20 years? Wow. But isn't that what your husband does, Stacy? He's already flipping. Oh my gosh. Good, Mindy. That's amazing. 4 door hangers. Yes. Karen, that's so fun. I'm so excited. I'm glad you enjoy doing it like we do, because that's kind of what design school is all about, is because it's a bunch of people who enjoy creating together, and we like the same type of stuff. If you join my class, you probably like flowers. You probably like working on a grapevine base. You love ribbon, or you're really intrigued by it and you want to learn more about it. So I think this turned out really, really cute. We're doing design school, and I would tell you why I'm putting things where, not just put them. I will explain to you what I'm doing, why I'm putting things in the places they are. And then I would also tell you tips and tricks for when you're doing it. And also, when I'm doing the tutorials for our class, I try to give you stopping points so you can know this could fit this budget. If you're ready to go to the next level, I'm going to go on to the next video and we're going to add the next layer. But I try to give you an early stopping point. So if you're just a beginning wreath maker, sometimes when you start to add all the layers, like this has a lot of layers, so it can turn into a hot mess real quick. But I try to break it down step by step so you can learn the processes one at a time. So I think that's really, really helpful in there. As opposed to lives on here, we create and we chat and we're teaching you why, how, and when to do something. Y'all, I thought we need to do the newest, trendingest color for this year, and it is purple. And I can't wait to show you what we're going to do. I want you to see these ribbons. Number one, we've got a bow we made out of these ribbons. We're going to be using that. Let me show you that. The cool thing, you guys, is all going to come in a kit. You're going to get all these ribbons. You'll have access to a video to learn how to make this bow. But wait, do you see the florals? Yes. Purples, lavenders, a little lighter purple, a little darker. This one is just perfect because it's got both colors in it. Goes good with these ranunculus. These are Italian ranunculus, so they have this little bit more of a flat head. Y'all, this arrangement is going to be so juicy and so good. Yeah, you know, I usually just say that about ribbon, but when we're talking purple, I think you're going to love it. So Blue Merinos, if you want to grab this kit to make this one with us, just let us know in the comments. We'll get you the info you need. You can also text us at 832-734-5201. Just text us kit. It'll give you all our newest kits in one link and help you out to get exactly what you'd like. This one is a lot of fun, and we're going to show you how to make it all together. So in your kit, you're going to get a couple of different purple filler flowers that we're going to use like greenery too. Then we've got our Italian ranunculus, which I love that. It's got that beautiful variegated kind of color in the center where it comes in a little bit creamier, lighter, and then it's just so juicy as it goes to the outside. Just so, so pretty. Then we've got a lavender filler, which is going to work like a greenery too. And then of course I showed you our fancy bow. So it's going to be really easy and a lot of fun to put together. So let's get started. I'm going to start here with these two pieces that come in the kit right here. And we're going to use these like greenery. So let's start preparing them. And I love that I'm giving you a little kind of sneak peek into what we do in design school so you can understand a little bit of the tricks of the trade. But whenever you get a chance, come join us in class where we go really in depth on placement, and you can learn, you know, how to do all the things we're doing very quickly here. You can learn to do them properly so you know how to do it on your own. And I'm going to trim these up. I'm going to get them, I don't want them real short because I'm going to use them like they're long, because they're going to be our kind of our baseline greenery. Even though they have a flower in there with them, we can do that. We can use this in our background. And so let's get started with that. Now, you choose what side of the wreath you want to work on. I'm going to work on the left side. That's my favorite, and it works pretty good for most doors. So we'll start placing these in. And I am going to put a little bit of Spanish moss on each of these. And we just got our moss back in stock, so make sure you grab it before it's gone again. And it's hot. All right, my first piece is in, and I'm going to put one at the bottom also. And this is what we call setting our perimeter in design school, and that's what I'm going to do first, because I'm going to decide how big I want it. You know, how big I want this piece to be. All right, let's come down here, and I kind of start setting those lines. Yep. You see how we're coming up and down, and then I work backward from there. So you can do that when you're making your own. We're just going to work backward from here. So anytime I can see the glue, or the glue is kind of gathered up on the base, that's when I want to come in and cover it with moss. It possibly won't do it every time, but when it does it, you gotta hide it. And that's just a simple way to do it. All right, so my three pieces are in to start, and now I'm going to go to the top, and we're just going to do the same thing up there. Every time you make a design, you have to come up with a transition point where you change direction. In design school, I teach you the reasons why we're doing that, so you can do it on your own later. So you don't have to always watch a video to do it, but you can learn the principles so you can just do it all by yourself. And I love to get excited for our students because they create some of the most beautiful pieces. They're rock stars. My Keleas Blue Merinos are rock stars. Okay, we got the first 6 pieces in. Look at it. Yeah, we did it. You can do that. All right, let's add a little bit more. We want to put some area in our bow zone. That's the area we're leaving open for the bow. I'm going to come in there and we're going to add a little bit around in that area. So that sometimes means we're going to have to cut it down a little bit shorter, because I'm always kind of watching my outside line here for my design. I want to make sure that things are kind of setting a flow. and they've got a good texture. So I'm going to start putting these in right here. Oh, y'all, recently we had to travel up to Canada to check on my father-in-law. He had a scare at the hospital. And I will tell you, I'm just going to tell you, I am not made for snow. How about you? How about you? You have to live with snow? Because God bless it if you have to live with snow. Because no, I am not made for snow or ice or wind and minimal sunshine. Y'all know we're down here in the South, down in Houston, and like I told Honey Bunny, if we go anywhere, if we ever move somewhere, it's got to be somewhere it gets actually warmer than colder. That is my whole declaration here. Oh, I'm not having it be so cold. It's miserable. I don't know how you guys do it. It probably helps if you have proper clothing, because this Texan, y'all, we're talking, I just had to layer up t-shirts, tank tops, sweatshirts, and a jacket. That's all. That's what we had to do. It's all we had available. Look here. We got a great perimeter set, and that means we've got our background greenery in. So guess what? Come on. We're going to put our next layer in. I'm going to show you how. Ever wanted to use a floral stem, but you felt like you don't love the leaves on it? I'm going to give you a little simple trick you're going to love. And we do this in design school all the time. And florists do it all the time, but you may not have thought about doing it with your artificial flowers. So when I get a stem like this, and it has just these, this is a ranunculus, or ranunculus, however you want to say it, it has these leaves that are brighter green, and I just think they go everywhere. And even though that may be how it is in nature, in my floral design, I really want this stem to be neat and clean. So a simple way to handle that is just pull these off, right? Pull them off, and you can leave like a little one up by the bloom if you want to, or you can get rid of those too. So on this particular design, I'm taking them all off. Now, once you pull them off, you're going to be left with those little bitty pieces that look like you've like shredded it, right? You have all those little pieces. Never fear. Just grab your wire cutter. Never fear. Just grab your wire cutter, and I want you just to take and trim these off right here. See me trimming them off? And then nobody's going to know. Yeah, you can say that saying or play that song. Nobody's going to know. Nobody's going to know. I'm going to trim those right off. And then I'm going to have a nice clean stem with beautiful buds or blooms that really show out. Oh, here's one more right here. I missed one. And just trim those off. And I'm just using my wire cutters, and they'll come right off. And now this can really showcase. And I can do whatever I want to these heads to make them beautiful and manipulate the wires. And my design is no longer fighting with those leaves, which is really crucial when you're trying to set your lines and your arrangement. Yeah, that's stuff we do in design school, so I would love to have you in our class and show you all of the ways we use lines and layering and texture and depth and dimension in our pieces to help us get more value and make more money off the pieces we sell. So I hope this little tip helps you. We're going to put these in our design next. Now, I like taking off the leaves in this situation because it gives me this beautiful stem, and I can really appreciate these gorgeous blooms on here. Our ranunculus are naked, no leaves, just the way we want them. Now, I want to cut them pretty long, so I'm going to hold them up to my piece, and I'm going to cut them at one of the lines right here so I can easily chop it down. All right, and I did that with both my stems, so I made them shorter. And I am going to shake hands just like we would in design school, open up my petals a little bit, make sure they're jazzy. I like to get some motion. I like them to come forward and really be moving off the wreath. That's one of the things you're going to learn in my class. I don't play around. We aren't playing around, guys. We are here to make things pop off the surface. Three-dimensional as possible. So I'm going to put my first stem in the bottom. Oh yeah. And you can manipulate these heads however you want. You can give it a twist in here to get them going, but use the wires in the stems. Everything we sell has really good wires. I make sure it does. So I want to make sure we're putting them in there and giving them a lot of movement. Okay, now up at the top, we've got this other one. I cut it just a little bit longer, and I'm going to have it kind of swoop over to the left and right. This one's going to come this way, and that one's going to go that way. So we're going to put this right in tight to where the bow zone is, and that's the area we're leaving open in the middle. Y'all, if you haven't already liked and subscribed and followed us and hit all that stuff and you're still watching, you better do that, because then you can get notifications no matter where you're watching us. So, click it. Click it. All right, oh, I gotta get moss on here. We gotta cover up the glue with the moss with the glue. Get in there. I know what to do. Okay. Sorry. I'm so excited about this wreath. Man, once we got those leaves off there and got those popping, look at where we're at. Look at where we're at. I'm going to show you the dimension. I'm not kidding. That's where the money is, ladies and gentlemen. You got to pop it. Next up is this filler. We got two different fillers, and this one has like thicker pieces in it. It's got this great little lambs here in there, which I'm a big fan of, and all these berries and things. So we're going to take this bush and prep it to go in. So I'm going to do it magically. 1, 2, 3, prepped. It's all cut into pieces, ready to rock and roll. So I have 4 beautiful pieces. And we're going to start by putting these in a little bit tight to the bow zone. So if you hear me say bow zone, that's the area the bow is going to go in. Don't panic. I'm not calling you a bozo. At least not most of you. All the bozos get blocked and banned, so we don't have to worry about them. Don't be a bozo. All right, that one's kind of going in there, and then I'm going to put the other one below and shape this all up. Okay, looking good. Let's have this one kind of work in here, and I want these to lay against my ranunculus and really make that shine in here. I'm going to get in there tight. Ooh, yes. See how pretty that is? Just gently layer those in. Now I've got 2 more pieces. We're going to work those more outside, and I'm going to shape them up a little. If you haven't tried this C-shaped design, you've got to do it. You got to give it a try. They're beautiful. When I first met my husband, y'all, honey bunny, he would say, "Why don't you make the wreaths all the way around?" And I was like, "Sweetheart, this is my signature style. You just showed up to the arrangement here, buddy." Because I already had my business and everything when we met, and was working out of my home, and I met him, and then he came and helped me at the craft shows, and some of my craft show girlfriends were like, "Keleas, don't have him come here." And I'm like, well, unless he's got a bunch of money, this is what I do for a living. I was a teacher, and I did this on the side, and that made me enough money. Because I taught at a private school, so I didn't make as much as other people. But I had a great schedule at the school, so it allowed me to really get involved and do my craft shows full time amongst teaching. So heck, I wasn't scared of showing him in the craft show, even though it was probably a lot of work. Look at this! Ha, we're making this together. It's looking great. So we got that bush put in. Now, we're going to go ahead and put the bow in now. We made the bow on another video. Here it is. It's big and beautiful. And here's your opportunity to ask for the link for the bow. Don't worry, it's always going to be on the supply list too of our kits or our supply list. If there's a bow that's separate, there'll be a link to the video there too, so you can go watch it. And when you're in design school, we have the links to all the private behind the scenes videos that are done privately for design school students. And you get password protected access to the supplies for those items too, so you get first dibs. So when you're in our class, we provide just a little bit higher level service than you're seeing here, but even here, we've got the links available to see the videos, okay? So I'm gonna put this in right here in the open section. I'm gonna go in the open section. That's our bow zone. And I'm gonna go a little bit through the back and then pull it back around. I don't really love it to go all the way in the back, but sometimes you gotta fush with it. Okay, it's just not cooperating. So when it does that, I'm gonna show you my secret weapon. Are you ready for a secret weapon? This is called the awl. It is a pokey thing. It's kind of like an ice pick. And sometimes if I can't get a cable tie where it needs to go, I can put the awl in to kind of open up the grapevine a little bit. And then I'll just follow behind that. So the awl went in right here. It went in right there. Can you see it? So now I'll run my cable tie right through there. It's got it all nice and open. Hey, coincidence? The awl has it all open? I think not. All right, so it's through the hole. I'm gonna come over here and grab the cable tie, the other end of it, and I'm gonna get it tight. Now, what you wanna make sure you do is don't sell it and ship it later and be missing your awl. Do you know one time we got a shipment of stuff and there was somebody had left their scissors and screwdriver in a box. And I felt bad because you know they were tearing up their warehouse like, where did I leave my scissors? Where is my screwdriver? So the lesson from that is pull out the awl. Look how beautiful this is. Oh my gosh, slide this over. We're gonna tuck it in. Now, you can't just leave it all squished, right? You have to take your time to separate the loops, okay? And separate those florals. You want them to work for you. We talked about all the depth and dimension, and we're gonna get that rocking now. So take these tails that go on this left side. There should be 3. And just kind of work them down into the greenery back here. All right, now let's go to the other side. And we're gonna do the same thing. Now this time I'm gonna bring them over a little bit more. So be real patient with this part and just take your time. Pulling these forward or out or whatever you wanna do. I like to curl them. You can just have a heck of a time. You guys, since this is the kit, you're going to have plenty of this ribbon if you wanna practice. Or if you want to make this wreath with your supplies that come in the kit. The only thing that does not come in the kit is the wreath base. So you can put it on whatever size wreath you want to, because you're going to have to get a grapevine base to put it on. This is the 14-inch wreath base. It will say what size you need on your directions, so you will know. And we also have that on the website. So we're not going to leave you out of what you need, but a lot of you already have grapevine wreath bases. So we like to keep the price down a little bit on the kit so you can just get the florals. Okay, this is amazing, beautiful, just how it is, but we're not done yet. Now we're going to use our filler flower. And the filler flower that we're going to use is kind of like a little micro filler, and I love it because it's going to really add this wispiness to it. So let's really quick get this one prepped. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Prepped. Haha. All ready. Alrighty. So I'm going to take a couple of the pieces that are a little bit longer, and we're going to use these kind of coming out with our lines going on here, alright? So I want to kind of accentuate this line on the outside. So I am going to take this really long center section of the bush, and we're going to use it coming out the bottom of the bow right here. Let's go. Right down here. Excuse me, I have to get under those knickers. Excuse me, bow. There we go. And you see how long that comes down? That looks really good right there. Yep, I like that. Really accentuating the lines of the whole design. Now, let's work above the bow. We're going to do that same thing. We're going to have this piece go way up. This is going to be really pretty. I mean, shoot, it's already really pretty, so gonna be. We're just making it even better. Now, it's really fun to add this wispiness into the bow too. So when you take one of these stems, we can take and divide it into 2 sections. We just cut it into 2 right here and keep these fairly short. They're still clustered. You know, I'm never going to use a pick machine, not a fan. Don't use them. So I have to take and make sure when I'm cutting, I don't screw that up. I really take my time to break that apart. It saves me a whole lot of time in production. And it's a lot safer when I don't have those razor sharp picks there to chop my fingers to pieces. This is not a Halloween wreath. We don't need the extra spiciness. All right, I put that one right at the top. Now it's time to come between the loops a little. So I'm going to come in here and pop these in between. And we're still just going into that wreath base. Here, I don't worry too much about covering the glue with moss because it's pretty camoed behind the bow itself. Ooh, that looks good. Now let's put one more piece here on the edge. And I'm just going to break this into the smaller clusters, really easy. You can usually do this with most any stem. You just need to pay attention to where you're cutting. We do that a lot in design school. That way we can take and make our pieces go much further. I love that. Okay, let's go down. Yes. Okay. Ooh, that's pretty. That is pretty. Now I'm going to go on the right side. We're going to do the same thing. I have one little smaller piece here. So we're working in getting all great texture into the bow. And I'm not gluing it to the ribbon or anything. This is actually going into the wreath base. Okay, I'm tucking it in. This is what we got so far. Want to get a good look at it in there? Yeah. If you want to screen grab here, you can see the big difference in there. Isn't that pretty? Okay, just a little bit more wispiness in the bow, in the bow, in the bow. All right. Cutting these into smaller pieces. I'm going to get a piece right in here. There's a glue string on it. I'm trying to get off there. You know, my dog Ari, the red poodle, she thinks it's great to eat hair. Like, she loves to eat hair. She always has. She'll chew your hair. If she finds a hairball, you know when you do like towels and stuff, well, if you have a lot of people with long hair in your family, like Kaya and I have, you'll have little hairballs off the towels. That dog finds them and she will come up to you and she'll be like, she's just trying to eat that hair. Then I'm chasing her around going, no, you cannot eat the hair. Do y'all's dogs do that? Do y'all have any hair eating dogs? This is my first one ever like that, but she definitely keeps us guessing. All right, it's really looking really, really good. I'm just gonna add a couple of little finishing touches here. That wispiness is totally on point, and we really worked the line out really well. I'm gonna use a few more of these to kind of bring our C shape back in. So we're gonna do that right now. And we saved one piece of our very first background greenery we put in, which has the little purple daisy, and it's got the filler. We have one piece left of this too. So I will probably use this up here in the center. Towards the front, I'm going to trim it down a little bit. And I always keep a couple of pieces. In design school, I'll generally keep a couple of pieces of different components as we're working through the project to look for holes and fill in. So we always talk about that every week, how important that is. Because when you're designing, especially when you're first starting or you haven't been doing it as long as I have, that it's really easy for me to know where things go, but it takes a little time as you get making more and more pieces, learning how to fill in, learning how to be really strategic with your placement is one of the most important things we teach in class, because a lot of designers just think stuffing more and more and more. Well, we're trying not to do that. We're trying to give everybody its space and really let it showcase, you know? Like, let it tell its story in the design. That makes me so happy. All right, I've got one more piece in here. I love our ribbon. I'm just going to take a peek and see if I can use it. I think I can use a little bit coming out of the bottom here. So I'm just going to take and trim it a little bit. we'll just tuck it in there. Right over here, it's loaded with the glue. Just gonna push that into the grapevine. Spread it out a little bit. And my last and final piece I'm gonna use on the bottom of the bow. Just kind of coming out the middle here where we've got our other pieces next to it. I'm just gonna gently pull that aside, just tuck it in. Ooh, I love that wispiness. Gosh, that just makes me so happy. It turned out really gorgeous, guys. I hope you enjoyed this together today because this was so much fun. I loved making it with you. Frinos, it's Keleas with Keleas.com. We are going to make a really simple wreath today that everybody can do. And it has that lavender look. We got these new bushes in that are fantastic. They are a lavender flower mixed with a beautiful greenery, and the combination is perfect for this type of wreath. So we're going to have a lot of fun making this one. So it's going to take 2 bushes, and I am using, this is an 18-inch base. You could also make this on a 12 or 13 or 14-inch grapevine would work great. Now, the one thing I want you to think about as we're going around, if you go to the inside of the wreath when you put your placement, you'll have a smaller wreath. If you're going to want to go really big, then put your items more to the outside, okay? Your lavender bushes more to the outside. So depending whatever you want to do, that's what you just have to keep in mind. The only other supply, we are going to use a little bit of Spanish moss. So I've got my Spanish moss bucket over here ready to go too. Because if you've never watched me do that before, that's how I hide the mechanics of what we're doing. There's like a little green thing. We got to get that out of there. That's how we're going to hide the mechanics of what we got going round and round. So the first step is going to be, we're going to break these down. This bush is a pusher. And that means, guys, if you don't know, that means I can push these up to make them shorter or longer. I'm leaving them all long right now, okay? All long, and we're going to cut down the entire bush. We only need these stems a couple inches. But we're going to cut down the entire bush on both bushes. So if they need to push a little, push them a little, but they're all about, I want them all about the same size. Okay? Now, we're going to start to put our placement in of our first bush. When you're going all the way around a wreath like this, I like to get some pieces in at the hands of the clock, okay? So let's just start with that. You're going to pick a direction and stick with it. So I'm going to put one right here. I'll just set these over here. And then I'm going to put one right here. And I'm not gluing them yet. You can see I'm going in at the hands of the clock. And that kind of helps me get some even placement as I start to go in and create my design. Okay? See? You see here? And then we'll come in with our next layer. But I'm going to go ahead and glue these guys in and get started. Now, every time you do that, if you can see the glue, you're going to have to grab some Spanish moss. So let's get going. If you need to trim these, trim them down. I'm going to put these in at an angle and just grab a little Spanish moss. So it's a very kind of easy process, but I'm using that moss to help hold these in place too. Okay, and I'm going kind of in the middle plane of the wreath. You see I'm running in the middle. If you can't see the glue, it's no big deal. You don't need to put any moss, but if you can see it, cover it up. Going in at an angle. We're waiting for our glue to come back in stock, and I'm having to use this other glue, and it strings, and I don't like that. So, y'all, shout out to the Keleas.com glue. It doesn't do this stringing stuff. Okay. I mean, it might a little, but not this bad. Okay, and then this one going in right here. And this one, there's not a lot in the zone I need to put it, so that's what you're going to use your Spanish moss for. You're going to take and just press that in to help make kind of like a little sandwich of glue and moss and all that. Okay, we've got our first 4 in. Easy enough? You got that? We're done. No, of course we're not done. We got to make this beautiful and full. So our next step is we're going to put in a couple between each one. So we're going to put 2 between each one. So just evenly space that out. I'm going to put 1 here. I'm gluing it in. And then I'm going to put 1 more. And just press that moss in. Make sure you're not shooting through the back. Really important. You're going with the grain of the design. Okay, how cute is it looking? So far, so good. I'm loving it. All right, so as we work our way around, we do the same thing. 2 pieces in each one of these. Get those glue strings off there. If you get glue strings, take care of them now. I'm forever taking glue strings off stuff. If I'm at a craft show and there's glue strings on somebody's wreath, or I'm at the vendor market or the craft mall, I'm removing them. Or fluffing the ribbon. Do you do that? Let me know in the comments if you fluff the ribbon too. Man. You guys, we are going to have a supply list for this project available for you if you want to play and make your own like this. Just ask in the comments for the link to the supply list and we'll get it for you. And make sure you jump on our text list at textkeleas.com because that's where you're going to get the notifications anytime a new video like this comes out. Now, I find it easier to rotate my wreath around, so you're going to see me kind of do that as we work all the way around this project. There's one. So I'm just putting two in between each section. So it's helping me just get it nice and spaced out. Let's do one more here. And I'm still running in that midline. So I'm talking about this area of the wreath. I'm staying consistent so that I have about the same size perimeter on my design. All right, let's come around. Now I got to, you see how good it's coming together? Now I've got to do this section. Two there, and I think that, oh, that ended up using up one whole bush. Okay, which is perfect because now we're going to come in with our next bush in just a second. You may be tempted to skip this moss step. Please don't. You don't want to see glue. I teach my students in design school it's real important to camouflage your mechanics. Makes your pieces look more professional, less homemade. It's an important step in the design process. Now look at that. Doesn't that look great? We've created a great perimeter. We're rocking it out. Now, cut our next bush. Now this time, I want these to be a little shorter. So we're going to push these up just ever so slightly. Okay? So I'm creating smaller bunches by pushing them up. Just like that. Keep going. See, I'm having to push them pretty far up. All right. Get it up there. All right, good. Now let's trim these with just a couple of inches. Stem, we don't need a lot. Just gonna nip them down as we go around the whole bush here. Perfect. Okay. Now, pull these to the side, and we are gonna work now more to the middle. So this is our perimeter, and we're going to have these overlays. So between each section here, we're going to put one. Okay? And we're going to go a little more to the middle. So we're going to make this nice and full, yet covering up our moss that we had before. You see I laid it right on top, and you can't even see it. Such a pretty wreath. Sometimes these simple designs like this are some of my best sellers on Etsy because there is a clientele for wreaths that are more, you know, they're not as quite as cutesy. They're more just beautiful organic pieces. So if you haven't played with something like this, I encourage you to. If you've been wanting to make your own wreath, this is a great type to start with. Just let us know in the comments if you'd like to grab that supply list, and we will get you a link so you can absolutely make this yourself. Y'all, and I just can't wait. Design school is getting ready to open up again. So don't forget to get on our text list also, because we'll shoot you out info. If you like making things like this, you would love our class. Ooh, look how full it's getting. Can you tell the difference as we fill it in? Gorgeous! And if you're not comfortable just gluing and sticking like I'm doing, that's okay. You can press this all in and then work your way and come back and glue. That's totally fine. And there's still projects to this day I do that on. I'm grabbing glue strings, guys, if I see any. That if I feel like, you know what, this is a lot of placement. I'm trying not to waste any supplies. I'm going to pay attention to exactly what I'm doing. Okay, let's put this one in. I'm putting a little moss on it. Camo that glue nicely. Beautiful. Keep on rocking. Man, y'all, you get to making these. You cut your bushes. You put on your favorite show on Netflix, and you just go to town. It's called Wreath and Chill. Wreath and Chill and Netflix and Chill. Same. Or if you're me, you put on your true crime podcast. Anybody, any true crime fans? Let me know. Let me know if you can't get enough of it. Look at that. Okay, we got just enough room for 2 more here. Look how gorgeous this is. And guys, if you are just like a bow ribbon freak, you can pop a bow right at the top, right here. Or if you're more into nature and this is all you want to see, I just want to see the botanical beauties. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty, guys. So pretty. So the biggest takeaways of this design, guys, is once you pick a direction, you're going to stay with that. You're going to work all the way around. I'm going to work the perimeter first, and I'm going to come back and do the middle, and look what we made. Gorgeous lavender wreath, guys. Yeah, we love it. I love it. I think it turned out great, Blue Merinos. Easy wreath that you can make any time of year. We're going to work with a gorgeous lavender, so come on in and let's show you how it's done. We're going to have so much fun with this one. So basically, you can make these types of designs on any, with any materials you want. You just need several repeating bushes. So you're going to see here, I picked out 4. I'm not sure if we'll need 4. 3 may be enough, but we're going to create our own lavender wreath with this one. This is good lavender. It's even catching on our grapevine. So come on in, definitely say hello. I'm excited to be with you tonight and create something beautiful. So we're going to use that, and I'm going to show you how to work that design in, and I want to show you how cute. Just a really fun neutral ribbon. This is like a burlap looking ribbon that we're going to be using to tie our bow. So we'll do the whole process together, easy peasy, okay? I'm going to take you through step by step. So absolutely, make sure you follow, you like, and you subscribe wherever you're watching, okay? That would be huge for us if you could do that. It would be wonderful. All the supplies we're going to use for our on Keleas.com. We'll text you out a supply list tomorrow. And you guys, if you're in design school, don't forget to go take a look in there. Your class is, I think it's all ready to go. It is a cute little ladybug centerpiece. I think you will love it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow in design school. So let's start off by getting our first floral ready to go. Now, I like bushes that are pushers, so I can kind of push these up, and this lavender is. So I can get these stems a little bit more where they're the same, okay? So I'm going to do that with a couple of the bushes to start with. All right, and these will be our shorter pieces. So let's start with 2 of these. And you guys, we've had this lavender before. It just came back in stock. So we've restocked it, and it's always a great seller for us because it looks so real. So those I kind of push shorter, and then I'm going to leave one a little bit longer. So we're going to try to build this out of 3. I've got an extra if we need it, because it just depends. If you get the lavender from us, you can follow this recipe exactly. If you get it from somewhere else, you're going to have to play with it. But make sure you buy enough because you want it nice and full and lush. So I'm just cutting the whole bush down right here. Okay, so those are our short pieces. Now let's get over here to our long guy, and we're going to cut one long. So I'm just not going to push it, okay? And we'll have all these fun little longer pieces. And basically we want to get some good spacing. You are going to need Spanish moss too to cover up your glue, so grab that. Here's my longies, here's my shorties, and separate this dude out. I am working with a smaller wreath base tonight because we're going to come way off of it. And the larger you start with, the more material you're going to need. So depending, you know, how big you want this project to be, you could be thinking about that while you're devising your plan. We got some gorgeous dark green Spanish moss. It's new. It's lovely. Restocked. So excited to play with that also. So let's get going. I'm going to use these in twos. So I'm going to take a really long one and a shorty and kind of space them together. And then let's get a little glue on there and start putting these in around the base, okay? So I'm just going to start to put them in. Now you're going to see me, if I get my glue where it shows, I'm going to put a little moss on it, okay? It's my first piece going in. Let's take another 2, and let's add a couple more. And I'm just going to work my way around. Now, you know, I never thought of this. You could put this on a Lazy Susan if you wanted and be spinning like a maniac. Just spinning around and going. I hope you guys had a great weekend. Miss Kaya, y'all, Miss Moo, as y'all call her here, had an epic volleyball tournament. It was wonderful. We're super proud of her. It was their last tournament of the year, and they just finished really strong. So you can hear my voice is cracking. I wore it out all weekend, screaming and yelling and cheering. They got third place out of 40, I believe it's 43 teams. So proud of them. We were so proud. Thank you so much. I know you guys are so supportive. Okay, I'm going to bring that one in, and we're just kind of doing some spacing. We're getting our long ones in first. Let me see. I've got one rogue-looking long one over here. Let me steal that one. So we're kind of getting the base built out. And I just want, I don't want it to be super uniform. I'd like a few pieces to jet out a little bit more. If that's not your vibe, totally fine to go ahead and make it all matchy-matchy. Totally up to you. Okay, I'm going to slide these in. Make sure you're getting a lot of glue on there, and then we're just going to go ahead and cover up that glue with moss. All right? Yeah, we got a great shape going. We're getting it rocking. Everybody's wired. I love that the supplies we sell are all wired. You're going to be able to bend them and manipulate them any way you want. Okay, moss is going to, I'm going to move my moss right under the table, so it's right here. You guys may not see it on camera, but I'm still going to be using it, okay? You'll still see me bring it up to the table. Now I'm going to switch from, I think I'm going to go to singles now. So let's kind of let's put this one a little more towards the middle, and let's go in between each section. Start to build this out a little bit. We may need 4 bushes. Just trying to save y'all a little money, but you know, I want it fancy. I want these wreaths to look fancy. And make sure you're not pushing that through to the back. We don't want to tear up somebody's door, and we want our wreaths to hold together good. So don't push it through to the back. It's going with the into the grain of the wreath. Okay? Let's keep going. Just trying to get equal spacing. Isn't that cute? See it start to come together. And I'm kind of, if you notice here, I'm just staying in the midline. I'm going to keep rotating. Keep spacing it out. I'm going to put one right here. When I say the midline, like right here in the wreath, I'm just consistent with that. When we get our last bush over here, we will we'll work on filling maybe a little bit towards the middle. All right, keep working it around. And you can see it's laying on each other. It's coming together quick. Now, this we're making a wreath to hang on the door, but this is also gorgeous. If you wanted to whip out a few things for your Mother's Day buffet at your home, look how pretty this looks on a table. Lay a big, beautiful bowl right in the middle. You're using artificial flowers, so if something were to spill on it, you can more than likely wipe it up or clean it. It's not a huge deal. Okay, so 3 bushes is going to get you this nice wispy look right here. All right? And if you want to take it to the next level and go a little thicker, which is what we're going to do, then you're going to use 4. Okay, oh, this looks great. I like all the movement. You can let that show. You don't have to hide the inside. We've done a good job. I had to put moss on the first few, but then once they kind of started to lay on each other, it laid out really, really pretty. Really pretty. I like it. Now, we're not done yet. Let's grab one more bush. So my prediction of 4 was right. Sorry, guys. I'm looking at my shape. I've got one little hole here. I want one long piece I want to bring in here. And then I'm going to keep everybody else pretty short. So let me push everybody short. And we'll leave one long. So, you know, if you've ever been one of our live sales, you'll hear me talk about pushers or, you know, this bush is so great because you can do that. That's why, because it just saves you time rather than having to cut them into smaller sections or add stems or repick something. That is such nice, and it means faster production time. So if you sell your pieces, guys, you know, you can produce them quicker, and all that matters. Oh, that looks good. Take a look at it. Look at it from every angle. Make sure you've got them pulled out enough where they match. Rotate it around. That looks great. Now, I'm going to take and pull these even shorter. And now we're going to work those short ones a little bit more tighter to the center. Okay? Now, this is all we've got left. We don't really want to use another brush. We want to make sure this works. Go ahead and establish where you're going to put your bow. And for me, I'm usually going to put my bow right here. right here. So the bow is going to go here and the pieces are going to come up. So if I make that establishment, that's where my bow is going to go, then I don't need to waste and put a lot of greenery there. Let's put it all in the other section. Okay? So wherever you want it. If I was doing this facing me, I'd put the bow here. I'm doing it facing you, so I'm going to put it opposite. Okay? It's hard to make these wreaths upside down, but I'll do it for you. You're worth it, Blue Marina. It's totally worth it. Let's bring this up, and we're just going to layer those on themselves. That looks really nice and full. And with these towards the center, I'm making sure they're coming up. You want to use a really good quality bush where you can manipulate it. Remember, if you can't bend that wire down there, then it's not going to look good after a while. When the hot sun gets on it, it's going to melt it down, and it's not going to go anywhere, but it's not going to sit up pretty. It's going to be flat. And that is not what we want. We want depth and dimension. You know, I say that every week. Sure, you're sick of hearing it, but it's what we want. It is what it is. All right, I can't wait to get out our really fun neutral ribbon. Now, if you're not doing a bow, then make sure you equalize this center out, spread these out a little bit more. But we're having a bow, so I don't really want to, I don't want to waste any material down there. Here's our last piece going in. I'm going to use it up at the top here. Okay, yay! All popping in beautifully. Okay, there's our bow zone. We're leaving a hole for it. So I'm going to pull that out of the way, and we're going to tie a really easy burlap bow, y'all. Let's get on it. So here's our cute little burlap ribbon. This stuff's so fun to work with because it's got great texture. I'm going to pop that on the bow maker. I'm going to move my gorgeous moss over here. We're good. We didn't need very much, just a little. Okay, I'm going to go with 16-inch tails on this one. So measure it out, 16 inches, and cut this at an angle, okay? So 16, bring that right to the center and twist. And bring that tail on down. I'm going to go out at 6 inches here. And twist it, and 6 on the other side. And we're going to do just a simple 2-1 recipe. We're going to keep this really neat and clean, understated. So these type of wreaths are going to sell to people who want more clean lines and very neutral colors, not a lot of drama. So you can't be throwing some kind of crazy multi-layer whimsical bow, because that's not what the people who buy these wreaths, that's not what they're looking for, okay? So pare it down. That is hard for us to do. So I'm going to have this tail about 4 inches shorter. Come in and twist. And I was out at 6, so now we'll be an inch shorter at 5 inches. Twist it. Reach over to the other side at 5 and scrunch that down. Fantastic. And cut this one at an angle. Oh, watch that twist. I had it a little overdone. Isn't that just a pretty simple bow? That's a 2-1 recipe. Y'all know we make bows every Wednesday, so if you haven't been able to join us on Wednesdays, please come back by. We'll be here tying it up with you. And of course, we have our live sales. Tomorrow, we'll text out the supply list for this whole project, and you can grab that lavender, this ribbon. We'll have it all on there. All of these products are on Keleas.com. Okay, fluffing it up, and you've got to get the tails going down. We don't want them wackadoodle. So really pretty simple. I put a longer cable tie on the back, just makes it a little easier to attach it to my wreath, and then just get that nice and tight. And the last step I do is cover the mechanics in the center of the bow. Just grab a little of that burlap and split it down the center. Right there, and we're going to run that right down the middle. Just fold it on itself. And it just makes a really finished, nice middle. Nice middle. Put a little knot here in the back. And get that tight. And there we go. Now, bring your wreath back, and let's put this puppy all together. Y'all, my tools always navigate 3 different directions. I try to keep everything equal, but you know how it goes. Yeah, cleanup is not my, that's no fun. I like to drag all the supplies out. So our bow is just going to go right down. Oh my gosh, how super cute. I'm going to tuck it to the inside. I love, love, love it. Let's tuck it right down here. Get it tight, and then we're going to fluff out those tails, okay? So I'm grabbing a couple pieces of that grapevine. You don't want that cable tie showing on the back. That's not pretty. Doesn't look professional, so just run it through a couple of layers where it's not coming through the back, okay? Cut that off. We can just throw that part away. And now we're ready to bring the tails down. And I like to curl them or leave them. This one, we may just layer them slightly. I like to layer them between the lavender. I think that looks really lovely. And you know what that does? That creates that depth we were talking about. When you layer those layers up. And you can curl these right here. Super duper simple. Y'all, we whipped this out in under 20 minutes. We knocked it out. It's super cute. Now, make sure you get these moving up. Okay, they're all wired. We talked about it earlier. Utilize them to your advantage. Isn't that super sweet? So if you don't have a gift for mom, this is something you can make quickly, easily, not with too many supplies. We just used 4 lavender bushes and 1 roll of ribbon. We're sitting here at a, this is a 14-inch wreath base. So easy peasy, rock and roll. I'm going to take this to the store and sell it just in time for Mother's Day. But you guys, we'll text you out the supply list for this tomorrow. Thanks for being here. I hope you have fun with flowers this week. And come join us next time we're live. We will shoot you out a text when we're live like we did earlier. You can text me at textkeleas.com or send us the word live to 832-734-5201. All right, see you next time, Bloomerinos. Go have fun with flowers.